Hello there, this is the Shadow Ranger. I'm going to call this video Ending Immortal. It's going to be me doing a little bit of fantasy booking, talking about how I would bring the Immortal angle to a close. I've done a series of videos called After Immortal, where you start afterwards. This is how I kind of bring it to an ending. Now, I did a video like this earlier, but I'm updating it because of basically things that have changed in TNA since I did the first video. Some people have turned heel, some people have turned face, some people have gone from the company, people have come in. So I'm just doing like an updated version. This is going to cover just a few things that would happen at Lockdown, main points leading to Sacrifice, and then main points leading into Slammiversary. Now, this is not full booking of the whole roster of everybody. This is just the parts that apply to the Immortal storyline. Since this is going to be involve fantasy booking, I'm going to give my disclaimer. I am in no way saying that I can book wrestling better than the bookers or writers of any wrestling organization. These opinions are mine and mine alone, and only represent something that I would find entertaining. Alright, so Lockdown's coming up. We have the 3-way for the world title, and we have the Lethal Lockdown match. We also have Kurt Angle versus Jeff Jarrett, and those are the main matches that have to do with the Immortal storyline. I would have Kurt Angle beat Jeff Jarrett at Lockdown. Fortune would win Lethal Lockdown after AJ Styles returns to help them in the match. And in the main event, I would have Mr. Anderson win the world title, but in the process turn heel and join Immortal. I think Immortal needs, since Jeff Hardy's gone, Immortal needs their new corporate champion, and Anderson will be it. Impact the next week, you announce on the next Impact following pay-per-view, you announce the Anderson versus Sting rematch, which will be the following week. Following week, Anderson retains the title against Sting after Immortal interferes, and the network announces that the main event of Sacrifice will be Anderson defending the world title against Christopher Daniels. They also said that they're going to send a representative to appear on Impact the night after Sacrifice. So your main thing is what's going to happen at Sacrifice. Alright, the matches that would happen at Sacrifice pay-per-view, you just spend the next few weeks building up those matches. Here are the matches that would happen. I would do Kurt Angle and Sting versus Abyss and Matt Hardy. Abyss and Hardy wins after Jeff Jarrett interferes. Maybe he hits Angle with the guitar or something like that. We're going to have a tag team title match. Beer Money versus Mexican America, but wait a second. Well, earlier in the night, before this in the tag title match, earlier in the night we'd have Bully Ray versus AJ Styles. AJ would be Bully Ray. Then later in the night we have tag team title match, Beer Money defending against Mexican America, which would be Hernandez and Anarquia, and Bully Ray would interfere in that match to help Mexican America win, and they take the tag titles from Beer Money. Anderson versus Daniels for the world title, and Immortal will interfere to help Anderson retain. Those are the main points I want to point out in this match. So we're coming to Impact, the very next episode of Impact, and we have the network representative come, and the network representative is revealed to be Dixie Carter and her assistant Mick Foley. Dixie, I went with that because of some of the segment Hogan and Bischoff did on Impact, where he says this network person has been ahead of us too much. They're thinking like a wrestler. So I had to be Dixie Carter. Dixie reveals that she actually had bought stock in the network before the court trial to be prepared in case she lost. Basically, with her having power in the network and having only stock in the network, she has enough power to be a thorn in the Immortal side forever, which she intends to be. But she says, she wants her company back, so she challenges them to a winner-take-all match at Slammiversary. She's going to put up her stock that she owns in the network versus Hogan and Bischoff put up control of TNA. She wins. She owns the company again. If Hogan and Bischoff win, they own her stock in the network, so she's out of their hair and can't do anything to them anymore. It's going to be best 3 out of 5 matches. Immortal gets to choose 2 of the matches. Dixie gets to choose 2 of the matches. How it's going to work is Dixie chooses her team of guys. Immortal chooses their team of guys. And then Immortal gets to make 2 matches between the teams. Dixie gets to make 2 matches between the teams. And that the main event of Slammiversary is going to be a world title match. Anderson, who's now part of Immortal, will defend the title in a ladder match against AJ Styles. The world title match will also serve as the tiebreaker match if they need one. The world title match is going to happen either way, but if we need it to, it will serve as the title match, and it will end in a tie. So, let's see the matches here. Let's see here. How are we gonna do this? Here are gonna be the 4 matches. The first match will be Ric Flair versus Sting, which Flair will win, giving 1 win for Immortal. We're gonna have Kazarian versus Matt Hardy for the X Division title, which Matt Hardy will win and win the X Division title. Of course, he's only gonna have the belt for like 1 day, because the very next day on Impact. Well, I'll explain it when I finish. Match 3 will be Beer Money versus Abyss and Bully Ray, which Beer Money will win. And match 4 will be a career match, Kurt Angle versus Jeff Jarrett in a career match, which Kurt Angle will win. And that's going to be used to write Jeff Jarrett off television, because I think going forward, Jarrett's done all he can do. So there would be 2 wins for Dixie's team, 2 wins for Immortal's team, and then the final match would be AJ versus Anderson for the world title, which AJ would win, and therefore Dixie wins the company back, and AJ's the new world champion. Now, if he's got his stuff straightened out by then, this match, the world title match, would be where Jeff Hardy returns and helps AJ win. I do an angle where it looks like Anderson's down and Immortal starts coming out to interfere. Then Fortune and them come out and they have a big brawl. But during the melee, the ref is distracted. Anderson has AJ down. He goes for a chair, a weapon, or something to hit AJ with. That's when guy jumps through the crowd with a mask on, like a ski mask on. He would take the weapon out of Anderson's hand before he used it, hit Anderson with it, and hit him with the twist of fate. And he pulls off the mask, revealed that it's Jeff Hardy. Then AJ, with Anderson down, AJ climbs the ladder and pulls down the belt. AJ's the champion. Dixie owns the company. Immortal is no more. All is well. And Jeff Hardy's been turned back to babyface. And you could probably then, if Jeff not got his shit straightened out, I wouldn't bring him back. I would just have AJ straight up beat Anderson and win the title. So that's kind of how I would do it to end the Immortal storyline. Next night on Impact, Dixie Carter comes out. She says Hogan is no more, Bischoff is no more. I think Hogan's not gonna re-sign with TNA at the end of his contract. His contract expires at the end of this year. I think that Bischoff will probably stay in a backstage role, and that could work too. So, what I would do with the X Division title, I did a video called From Olympic Gold to X Division Gold, of booking a title run for Kurt Angle. In the beginning, it had Kazarian was champion, and he was still a heel, and he gets stripped of the title. We'll just replace Kazarian and Matt Hardy. Dixie strips Matt Hardy of the title. She does the storyline the way I said in that video, where she puts the belt up in the Ultra X match. Kurt Angle wins it. He's the X Division champion. Give him a lengthy run. Because I think that after this whole Jeff Jarrett and Karen stuff is finally over with, Kurt Angle needs to do something completely different. Kurt Angle's next program needs to be all about wrestling and competition. He doesn't need any like storyline feuds. His whole thing after that should be for the next 6-7 months of just competition. Him as X Division champion, competing with the X Division guys. He said he wanted to do that for a long time. Just get in the ring and be wrestling the way Kurt Angle wrestles. It'd be something completely different and refreshing. And I'll talk more about what I would do with Kurt Angle as X Division champion. That'll be done at a much later date though. Alright, I'll check my time. Wow, I did this another 15 minutes. I'm only at 10 minutes and 53 seconds. Cool. Okay then. Feedback is appreciated as always. Let me know what you thought about this short version. I may or may not do a full lengthy version of this at another time. I probably won't though. I need 3 more questions to do my next Q&A. I'm 3 questions short. I'm going to do it at 5 questions now. I got 2 very good questions already. I need 3 more to do the Q&A. So if you got anything, think of any questions you want to toss out to me to do my next Q&A video, please throw out some questions. This is the Shadow Ranger. Thank you for listening. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at TJSMITH3. Have a nice day.